Hey guys, it's Sean again, aka Tiger Mask, coming with you part 11 of our series, Bob Ross Happy Accidents, the Music Maker Jam slash Music Maker Live tutorial series. God, that name's getting long. So, in our last video, we kind of covered what we're going over this week, and we started talking about EQing. And I said we'd do a couple of these, and then we'd start working on a mix and all the other pieces to sort of finalize your layout. So, we're going to cover mixing the drums next. I'm going to consider this one probably one of the more difficult ones to mix to EQ properly um, because all of the drums are in this one track or channel together. So we have to be really acute with our very fine tunings. We can't really do too much or we'll cut out certain things that we might not want to cut out. So let's go to the beginning of our track. Sound effect didn't do anything. Alright, so we're at our track. Here's our drums with no EQ. Let's add this. Pretty simplistic. Now we're using the 10 band equalizer here because it gives us a little bit more fine tuning, even with our presets. This would give us a lot more bass. This would also give us a lot more bass. This would completely nullify the bass. Now see, something we have to be careful with here is we don't want that hi-hat to take up too much of the guitars section. So I'm thinking this is probably our best bet. Actually, I like this a little bit more. Let's hear it again. Now, of course, when you're doing, real serious production work, you're not going to want to go with presets unless you feel really comfortable about them and you've probably made the presets yourself. We're going with presets here just to show there are some decent presets that anyone can use and actually have an effect on their music. So that sounds pretty good there on the drums. I'm actually surprisingly happy with that. Most people might not be, but it's okay because it's my song. The next thing we're going to work on is, actually, let's go ahead and save our project. And what I like to do, since I'm doing EQing at this point, is save multiple versions. So we're going to call this Bob Ross 3 because I've already got a Bob Ross 2 where I have already EQ'd everything. And I think I'll go ahead and load that somewhere. Yeah. So here is everything but the sequences and some of the synth EQ'd. Let's see what this sounds like. can tell you right now, I am not happy with that anymore because the drums are just eating way too much into the bass, and I don't really want that. So let's see. Yeah, we're set on a mids boost here. Let's put this back here the way I had it in the other mix. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Okay. We're going to close that for now, but we will be discussing that specific tool here in a little while. We need to EQ this section. Let's see if I remember what this even sounds like. Let's just solo it real quick. Okay, it's basically mids and highs. So that should be pretty easy to EQ. Again, a reason that these are really, really easy to EQ is because they're already well engineered samples. They're not live recordings. So whatever we do to them is really just kind of bringing them out specifically. So let's play the track. Oh. And see how that basically just took a little bit of the screech out of it and made it a more full sound. That's really all we got to do to kind of get a completely different sound as far as that EQ goes. And we'll hover over it and make sure it shows up. And then we've got this other synth starting right around here. Okay. Now, another thing about that I want to point out right now, you'll notice that this synth channel is a certain sound sample, and then halfway through it switches to a different sound sample, and this original sound sample is down here on a new channel. That's not really what we should do. We should actually take this and switch them. And it's just as easy as doing that right there. That way we can EQ this one differently from this one, even though these are the same samples. You really want to try to keep any different sounds on separate channels. That way, when you're EQing, you don't have to go, I've got to EQ it like this to this point and then change my EQ here. We can just as easily put things that are the same on the same and move things that we want to split out. I think another one is the guitar has, yeah, you can see here dreaming. We've got this sound file and then this type. So what we'll probably want to do is actually make an entire new. No, we don't want to grab that. We just want to grab this. And as you can see, we can highlight specifically that section and apply EQing to it if we want to. But it's probably better if we pull it into a new channel. So we'll grab it, we'll throw it in this tin. And I think that's where it was. Or was it back? Let's go back. Okay, it was right there. So I just drug it down straight. Oop. Kind of like working in Excel when you think about it. Cells and rows and pitches and things like that. So now we've actually created a new channel. We don't really need this one. This one is put in here by default. Let's see if we can remove it. Yeah, I don't want that in there. So we'll keep that. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know what that is. Test, test. I want to make sure. Okay. We'll leave that alone. So now we have a new guitar section that we'll need to EQ as well. And while we're here, let's go ahead and do this one. I'm not sure we're actually going to get much out of EQing this, to be completely honest. But yeah. I mean, I'm clearly manipulating quite a bit of this and nothing's really happening. So we'll leave that the way it goes. And then we'll do this one last. I did it again. If anybody knows a good way to move this around without messing up anything, let me know. So let's see, we've got this other guitar sample. Works for me. And now we have done all of our sampling. Bring this down a little bit so you can see it all. All right, and let's go ahead and save our project file. Save as. We're going to call this Bob Ross 4 because we've done more manipulation at a different stage. So that's done. And so is this video. So thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you want me to do. Let me know what you want me to cover. We're almost done with this mini series. I have some ideas on what I want to do next, but if you guys want to see something in particular, let me know, and we'll see what we can do about it. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.